Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching this episode. I am so excited to have you in this channel and I want to welcome you if this is your first time. My name is Jesse Maina. I have been an international student here in the United States for the last 2 years and I'm done with that phase of life. And I have been talking about how being an international student looks like here in the United States and some of the things that you need to know before you prepare coming here and some of the things that you should know that you don't know, and also sharing stories of other comrades who've been here and have made it and have settled down here in their education journey, and also people who come here and have people who show them the way of how to stay here. Imagine being in a space or being in a place where you don't know anybody, being in a place where you don't know how things are done, being in a place where you've never been before, and being in a place where you're not just coming to for one day and go back to your home, but a place that you're ready to call it home for a certain period of time. That was me on 27th of August 2022 when I left my home country Kenya and came to the United States here as an international student. I only knew one person, but by the grace of God, I have been able to meet so many people who've been willing to work with me through this journey and up to who I am and where I am right now. And so today I'll be answering this question. What does it mean to have a welcoming community here in the United States of America? Just imagine being in a country where you've never been before, starting from ground zero, starting from something that you don't know. There were so many things I was going through in my mind when I was boarding the flight to come here. A lot of expectations, a lot of hopes, but I didn't know where to start. But I was lucky to meet people who were ready to work with me and show me the journey. I was very fortunate enough by the day I landed here and I got the place I was staying. I was lucky to meet 3 more Kenyans who I stayed with for a period of 3 months. And these guys made me feel like I was still back in a small village back in Kenya with the same people, with my community, with my people. These people showed me all the things I never knew to help me settle down as a student. These people really helped me to do some of the things that I needed to do that I couldn't have done on my own. So that was a blessing in disguise. I really needed that. But along the way, I've met so many different people who have worked with me in different journeys and different times, good times and bad times, good times and hard times. And I just want to recognize some of them. You know, the only thing that you can wish is to have people who are ready to support you, who are ready to show you how things are done, who are ready to show you that, you know what, this is not how things are done here in the United States. Things are done differently. You know, there was a lot of shifts, culture shock, food, people into social life. Everything was different. But these people worked with me. Back in home, I was a very active a member of a group of Christians. So when I came here, it was very easy for me to find a church and to start going there for, and that church really helped us so much. That church was a Lutheran church. And we went there and there was this guy who used to come for us every Sunday. He used to drive his truck, sometimes used to drive a church bus and just come for us, like 4 of us or 5 of us, take us to the church and bring us back to our apartments. You know, that was very beautiful. You know, we met people who are ready to show us the way, to welcome us, to make us feel like we belong here, and actually not to feel, to make us belong here. I want to say, man, these are some of the things that I think people underrate, but they're very, very important. I stayed there with that church for like one semester, and it was very, very important for me to grow spiritually, and also to grow, to interact with people, to learn about the culture, to learn about my culture, to learn me as a person, and to learn them the way they are and the way they do things. And then the beauty of a Kenyan community. I never knew that we had a very huge Kenyan community in the apartment that I used to live. I thought that I was just myself, but there was a very huge community. That made me feel like I'm still back home, because we used to hang out on weekends, we used to have parties, we used to go visit, we used to go play games. It was beautiful. Some of the things that but just imagine being in a place where you don't know anybody. School time is always challenging, a lot of work, so you need some people to help you unwind sometimes. Mobility was another thing here. Like almost like 90% of everyone here owns a car, and I don't have a car. So it was very, very, I think I was just very lucky. We were just very lucky. Like, we had people who were ready to give us rides when we needed them, and especially during winter. And that's why I love West Michigan. That's why I love people in West Michigan, because I don't know about other places because I haven't lived in other places, but people here generally are friendly. So then there is this group of people that partnered with the International Student Office, and then what is it called? They called Friends of. My God, I'm forgetting the name. But what this program does, it's like so the church organizes with the school, so they have families. So these families are assigned or request. For example, let's say family A request, we need one international student to stay with us, or maybe we need one international student to be assigned to us to help them, or to help him or her in some of the things that they might need. And these families are very important. So the church linked us with the schools, and we applied for these families, and we were allocated, we were assigned to these families, and they really made our life become easier. They used to invite us for dinner, take us to different activities here, outdoor activities. We used to do crazy things with them. Made us feel like we still have a family away from our families, which is very important. Let me tell you, life here in the US, if you're not working, it's like 24 hours. People are always busy. And there's no time for you to go and visit maybe your friend, or maybe mingle with them, or that what we used to do back in Kenya, but here it was different. Unless maybe you meet in a coffee shop, or maybe you meet for dinner, or maybe a person invite you to his house for dinner. So these families really helped us. There are some other organizations as well that offers to give international student support. So we really needed this. I don't know whether this is available in other institutions or in other universities, but here in West Michigan, it's a very big thing, and we really got that. I really got that. So my advice is, just do due research. Know where you want to apply to go for school. Do you have people there? Are there other people who've gone before you that are ready to work with you? Right now, we have a very huge Kenyan community here. And not only Kenyan community. There are even, for me, because I had to look for a church, for community, for spiritual growth. I met, I have a very supporting group of young adults that we go and share the word of God. And we also play volleyball sometimes. I started playing volleyball actually. Right now I'm very competitive in volleyball. Don't play with me. Yeah, I have a very supportive community here of young adults. We go play volleyball, and some of these things, it's very, very important. Because you can be on your books forever, but you need people who can show you now life does not only revolves on work and books and your laptop and your phone. You need to go outside. you need to go unwind, play volleyball, play soccer, go hang out with friends. So we are very lucky. And for you who wants to come to Michigan, I think now find a community. I guarantee you'll have a community that in this part of United States, this Midwest, generally I've had people talking about how friendly this place is, and I can attest to it because people are very friendly. Very, very friendly. People are always willing to know you, to hear from you, to how can they support you, how can they, such kind of things. So it hasn't been that hard to settle down. So as long as you are out there and you're kind of wondering like, where am I going? Then I don't know anybody. Just do do your research, and you'll get people. You'll have a community to just give you a safe landing here and a good time to enjoy here as a student. So that's how the journey has been. So church has been very, very important for me. The Kenyan community here is a very huge a community of good, loving people and people who are ready to hang out with you or share ideas. Because life can be very hard sometimes. You need someone you can talk to, So that has been very, very instrumental. Yeah, so that's it. I hope that was informative to you. So if you're planning to come and study here as an international student, and especially in the Midwest, then you shouldn't worry because there's a very huge community here of people who are willing to help you settle down. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.